Alright, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy, The Icy Retros, back at it again with another one for y'all. And today I want to come with a full album review of Post Malone's fourth studio album, 12 Carat Toothache. Now, the album fully dropped about 50 minutes ago, and I just finished listening to the whole thing. Now, to me, it's pretty good. It's relatively short, being only a 43-minute long album, but it's relatively good. I would personally say that this album kind of takes a step away from the melodic rap and maybe even pop of his previous albums. This album honestly feels like it's a crossover between pop and alternative genres. However, I know Post Malone himself would probably prefer to keep his music genreless. It's notable that I am a Post Malone fan. I have been since Stoney, so I'm going to try to keep my opinions as unbiased as possible. But without further ado, let's get right into it. So I'm going to start off with the cons of the album. My main first con is that the album is very emo sounding. Now, hear me out when I say this. Now, the emo sounding part doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing. It's just that the album's songs sound very emotional. If emo music is your thing, then this album is perfect for you. My main concern is that I'm not sure how this new, more emotional aspect of this album will appeal to all audiences. Another con that I have with this album is the fact that the features on the album are most definitely hit or miss. I feel like sometimes the features can hold Post Malone back. I just think that some of the features on this album can come in and just kill the whole vibe. And that's not to say that all the features on this album were bad, because they weren't. I liked Roddy Ricch's feature on Cooped Up. I liked Doja Cat's feature on I Like You. Gunna's feature on I Cannot Be was alright. Fleet Fox's feature on Love or Hate Letter to Alcohol was alright. And of course, The Weeknd's feature on One Right Now was alright, but I've heard it a million times already. So, it's just the hit or miss aspect to me. I'll give an example. I did not like Kid Leroy's feature on Wasting Angels. I just feel like his feature wasn't necessary. It didn't add to the song. When I think of a feature, I think that the featured artist should be complementary to the main singer or the main artist. Alright, so now let's dive into the pros of the album. So the transitions are very good. I can honestly say that the album is very cohesive. It flows together really well. I have to give props to Post Malone for this. I also have to give props to Post Malone for his amazing vocals. Now, I've always known that he's had this talent. However, it hasn't been displayed on each album. This album really displays his vocalized talents. I also feel like Post Malone has finally found his voice. I feel like gradually we've had, bits and pieces here and there, but this album puts it all really together and he shows his full potential. The last thing that I must give props for and recognize is the lyrical improvement from his previous albums. I feel like this album is less repetitive one-liners and has more meaningful lyrics that listeners can relate to. If I were to rate this album 1 through 10, I would probably give it an 8. I still believe that Beer Bongs and Bentleys is still Post Malone's most complete and also successful album to date. This is followed by the previous album, 2019's Hollywood's Bleeding. And last but not least, placing in third, we have Stoney. Now, Post Malone himself has gone on to say that the album was mediocre, probably due to the fact that it was his debut album. Now, I know the question that you might all be asking. Where do you place 12 Carat Toothache in all of this? So, in my opinion, I believe that 12 Carat Toothache might possibly be Post Malone's second best album, probably either tied with Hollywood's Bleeding or right below it at third, pushing Stoney to fourth place. Hey guys, I apologize for the font. I don't know what happened there. But hey, I'm just trying to be better than Pitchfork at these album reviews. Alright, so that pretty much sums up my video. If you liked this Post Malone 12 Carat Toothache video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I should have more album reviews for y'all in the future.